So now what we are going to do is, Jagan says me. All right, guys, I want all of you to be super active. Okay, the things that I'm going to be sharing with you is going to be super valuable. Okay, uh, building trust. So what happens is, okay, let me tell you. Whenever I speak to my clients first, okay, what I notice that is they're putting in a lot of marketing efforts. Okay, they have fancy websites, they have very good landing pages, they are running ads, but they are not getting ROI for their marketing efforts. Okay, they are posting on social media as well, but they are not getting ROI for it. Do you know what is the reason for it? The number one reason is that their prospects do not trust them. Okay, that is the number one reason. Number two is they do not see them as an authority. Okay, only when you believe that, okay, only when you believe that this X company will be able to get me Y results, that's when you will be willing to give your money. Okay, say for example here someone has a problem of hair fall. Let's just take a simple example. And you come across a random product which you have never heard of. Would anyone buy those product? Right? You get a call, you just get a random call on your mobile saying that uh, I have a product which will help you to stop your hair fall. Will you buy a product from a random person, guys? Type yes or no in the chat box so that I know. How many of you will buy products from random people whom you do not know? If you will buy, then type yes. If you would not buy, then type no in the chat box. Guys, what I'm noticing is you guys have joined in, but you are not active. I mean, are you guys even here? Are you listening to me? What I would suggest all of you is just open your cameras so that I know you guys are listening to me, because I do not see any responses in the chat box, right? So that is the number one mistake that most business owners make. And we need to have the right content. Okay, we need to have a right content. See, because in the online world, ultimately a person is not going to ask you all the questions. Okay, only when he has got enough information and is enough convinced, that's when he is going to message you. Now what happens is everyone does a lot of research online with all the available resources. The research is done already online. So through your content, you need to give them necessary information. It's only when you have given them enough reasons to work with you, enough reasons to believe that you could solve their problem, that's when they would be willing to transact with you. So now we are going to understand what has to be your strategy when it comes to content creation. That is what we are going to cover today so that you can build trust with your audience. So my question again would be, how many of you want to build trust with your prospects and your customers? Type trust in the chat box if you would be someone who wants to build trust with your prospects. Okay, Dr. Nalini says trust. Now, let me ask you, how many of you are here who are actively posting on social media? It could be any platform. It could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, it could be LinkedIn, it could be YouTube. Anyone here who's like at least posting on social media platforms to promote their business? I'm not talking about random post, okay? Posting pictures with your family and friends. I'm not talking about those kind of posts, but promoting your own business. Anyone here who has been posting content on social media? No. Okay. All right. So what happens is challenges that most business owners face is that they post content on social media to realize that they're not getting enough eyeballs on it. Because now when you go on Instagram, you go on Facebook, you go on LinkedIn for that matter, you see there is everyone who's making a lot of noise on social media, and for you to stand out is going to be extremely challenging because there are so many people who have their own thing to say. So it becomes very challenging that you get someone's attention and make them hear you. Okay, so now how do we encounter this problem? So to encounter this problem, first of all, we need to understand that how this platforms works, and we need to have a goal. Okay, now a lot of time it happens so that people say that I'm posting on social media, but I'm not getting enough likes on my post. Okay, so first of all, whenever you start with your content strategy, extremely important, it has to be that you need to have your clear goals. Okay, if I am posting on social media, what is my goal? My goal to generate leads out of it? Is my goal to build trust and connection with my audience? Is my goal to reach out to more people? Is my goal to build a community, like a deeper connection that I want to build? So you need to first of all figure out your goal. Okay, and then depending upon that, you need to create your content. Now say for example, if your goal is to generate leads, okay, so then your content strategy will be completely different versus someone who wants to build a stronger community. Okay, if you want to build a stronger community, you want to build a deeper connection, the content strategy will be completely different. Okay, so that is what we are going to understand in today's session. So I've just given you what we are going to be covering in today's session, what you can expect from today's session, so that you know what are we going to discuss for next 45 minutes. So I'll just quickly share my screen, guys. So I would like to pick up one platform right now. Okay, so because every platform works differently, so I do not want to be generic. So let's talk about Instagram today. And I hope everyone has pen and paper handy so that you make notes, and you can use it for your business. So are we all ready? Do we have pen and paper handy to make notes? Just type ready in the chat box if everyone is ready with pen and paper. Okay. So now what are we going to cover is what's the psychology on Instagram, and how to build the right kind of brand on Instagram. I mean, how to build depending upon what your goals are. And we are also going to understand what is the science behind Instagram's algorithm and Instagram platform. So what happens here is normally people make this mistake that they would just copy some content which has gone viral and expect that they would get enough eyeballs for their content, but that is not how Instagram works. So we are going to understand what is the science behind Instagram's algorithm, and what is the right content strategy that you got to follow for Instagram. Okay. So now, first of all, let's understand this, that you need to have a clear goal. Okay. If you are posting content on any of these platforms, okay, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, any of these platforms, you need to have a clear goal that what am I posting this for? Okay. So now I'm just giving you few examples and I want each one of you to write it down. Okay. Select a platform for yourself that I'm going to use so and so platform. Okay. Now, whatever platform works for you, wherever your prospects are there, you can select that particular platform. Okay. And then let's pick up one goal for yourself. So I want each one of you to understand this and pick up a goal for yourself. So the first goal is you want to create a community of loyal followers. Okay, so it's just not normal followers, but it has to be loyal followers. Okay, you want to build a community of followers who are interested in your products or services. See, now you would know that there are a lot of influencers on Instagram who have followers over millions. Okay, but like they are not making enough money, they are frustrated. Okay, they have so many followers but they are not able to make money. Okay, so you do not want to be one of that. Okay, it's okay to have less followers, but you need to have a stronger community. Okay, so now I've seen a lot of influencers. Okay, the moment that they say that X product is good, even if it is then even if it is not their own product, if they just promote that X product is good, people go for it, people buy it. Okay, so that is the kind of trust level that they have with that influencer. Okay, so you got to be the influencer for your own business. Okay, you have to take that charge. Okay, I'm going to be the influencer of my business and I need to be someone wherein I am able to build enough trust with my prospects that whenever I recommend anything to my prospects believe it blindly. So guys, that doesn't mean that you make undue advantage of it. Okay, so if you do that, person might trust you once but then never going to believe you. Okay, so whenever you're recommending something, or whenever you are offering anything to your followers, your connections, okay, it has to be meeting up to the requirement. Don't overpromise and disappoint them, because you can cheat people once but not multiple times. So it's never going to be a sustainable business then. So one of the thing is how to create community of loyal followers. Second is you want to reach more people. Okay, so by continuously posting content on Instagram, you will be able to reach more people, because now every platform, whether it's YouTube, whether it is Instagram, whether it's LinkedIn, you can search content with the help of hashtags. Okay, so say for example, right now, if I have certain problems, say for example, I want 3 good AI tools for content creation. Okay, I can go on Instagram and I can do a search. So how many of you know how to do search on Instagram? Like normally what we do is we go on Google or YouTube to do searches. But how many of you use Instagram or LinkedIn also for searches here? Just type yes if you know how to do the searches on social media platforms, and type no if you do not. So Dr. Nalini says yes. Guys, I want to know from each one of you, are we all clear how to do searches? So because whenever you are posting content, you need to be discoverable. Okay, you don't want to just post the content for the sake of it. It has to be something relevant, that whenever a person is searching, your content is being discoverable, and that's the reason how you will be able to reach out to more people. Okay, so since Dr. Nalini's mentioned yes, so I would assume that you guys know how to do a search on different social media platforms. All right. So now, as I mentioned, your goal could be building relationship. So building relationship is like you have a lead, okay, someone who is following you, but you have to nurture them, okay? Not like, see, there's a different phase, okay? First, a prospect is going to come to know about your business. After that, he is going to start interacting with your business, okay? He's going to pay more attention to your business. And then the prospect will be in the deciding phase, wherein whether I should buy product from X company or Y company, okay? And then finally, after he is convinced, he is going to buy products from you. So this building relationship happens over a period of time. You cannot expect that a new lead who's just started following you or who's just entered your funnel will immediately transact with you. So it develops through a content strategy that you need to follow. That's the online game all about. So having more number of leads does not mean that you can be making a lot of money, because if you do not know how to convert these leads into clients, you are just wasting out on your marketing budget. Facebook ads, Google ads can just generate you leads, okay? But if you are not able to nurture those leads and convert them into sales, all your money is gone for waste. And that is the major mistake where most business owners makes when it comes to marketing online. So this is something which is ignored, and I want all of you to pay extreme attention to this. Once you get this right, that's when you will be starting to see magic in your business, okay? So it would also happen that you might see that people might not even interact with your business, okay? So whenever you're posting content, you might feel that, oh, I've just got 3 likes, I've just got 5 likes. But it's not just 5 people who have seen your content. Not everyone wants to like a content, okay? Not everyone wants to make it very evident. But there has to be a strategy through which you can make them open up to you, okay? You can make them raise their hand that, okay, I need help from you. So there is a strategy for that, okay? And which happens over a period of time, okay? We ask for help to only those people whom we trust, okay? We believe that, okay, this person can help me out. But we will not ask for help to any random people whom we don't know, okay? Say for example, currently I am stuck somewhere. So if I want to ask an address to someone, I will ask address to a local people, okay? I will see if that person appears to be a local person, I'm going to ask for an address. But if I see he's a foreigner, I would never ask the address to him because he would not know the address. So you need to be relatable. They should believe that, okay, this person knows what they are talking about, okay? Now, your next goal also could be growing your business. You want to grow your business online, or it could be also building your brand. So this is like for all big companies like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Samsung, okay? They are just posting content on their social media platforms to just build their brand, okay? They are doing enough advertising on the other platforms. So their goal is not to generate leads from Instagram. No one is going to be like, okay, I want your product on Instagram. No one is going to do that. But it's just for brand building. So I hope everyone has picked up one goal for yourself, that when you start your posting content on social media platforms, you have a clarity on what is your goal. Your goal could be how to create community of loyal followers, which ultimately will become your customers. Second is how to reach out to more people, okay? So wherein your aim is just that I want to make more followers. Okay, I want more followers. I want to ensure that I'm able to reach out to more and more people so that people start knowing about my services. That is another goal. Third goal is building relationships, wherein you are building deeper connections with your followers. Fourth one is you are wanting to grow your business, okay, which wherein lead generation is part of it, okay, wherein you want to generate leads. That's how you will grow your business. And fifth one is brand building. So I want each one of you to go in the chat box and let me know, out of this five, what is your goal when it comes to posting content on social media platforms? Guys, could you please go in the chat box and let me know what's your goal? Is your goal brand building, grow your business? Is your goal to build relationships, to reach more people, or to create community of loyal followers? What is your goal? Dragon says grow business. Wonderful. Dr. Nalini says reach more people, reach more people. So guys, for all of you who wants to reach more people, it's extremely important that you use the right hashtags and you are like using the right headlines, okay, because that is very, very important. To reach more people, you need to be discoverable in the Explorer page, okay. So now when you go on an Explorer page, only when your headline is catchy, that's when people are going to click on your post or click on your content. So if you want to reach to more audience, your hashtag strategy has to be in place and your hooks has to be really catchy, wherein no matter what it is, the person has to click your content, okay. So that is what I would suggest. And when it is growing your business, so growing your business, it is like more about problem solving content that you are posting, okay. That's when you will be able to generate leads, okay, whenever you're creating content which addresses the issue of your prospects. Hooks is something. So now when you go on YouTube, okay, I'll just show you guys once again. If I give you an example, you will understand it better. So when I say three ways to grow your Instagram to 1000 followers in 7 days, okay, so that's a hook. Anyone who wants to grow their Instagram to 1000 followers, okay, they are going to click it. That's a hook. 3 ways to lose 2 kgs in 14 days, okay. So people who wants to lose weight, so like 3 ways, it's like very specific. In 3 days they are going to lose 2 kgs, sorry, they are going to lose 2 kgs in 14 days, and it's not going to be complex. It's just 3 ways that they have to do, okay. So it's not going to be anything complex. So those are called as hooks, okay. If you're going to be like very generic, okay, wherein people are not understanding that what are they going to get from your content, then they will not be clicking on it. So what I would do is I'll just open a YouTube, okay. So the best way is whenever you want to create content, okay, go to YouTube. The kind of hooks that you get on YouTube is like super awesome. Do we all agree that when we go on YouTube, we keep on binge watching it, okay? Like after watching one video, it gives you a suggestion and then you want to watch another video. It's something like Netflix. You watch one episode of a series and you get hooked to it, wherein you want to watch a second one. See now this, okay? If you watch, so what you have to do is understand a platform. So see this, ChatGPT for teachers. 50 ways teachers can use ChatGPT to save time. So when a teacher is going to see this, oh, the person will say, okay, so if I'm seeing 4 pieces of content, wherein one is like ways to use ChatGPT, okay? But when it is specific, like 50 ways teachers can use ChatGPT. So whenever a teacher is watching it, the teacher is definitely going to click. So let me do one search. Guys, tell me what is your challenge. We'll just do a search on it and I'll show you the kind of outputs that we get. So let's click content creation, okay? We'll put content creation as our challenge. That is what we want to learn. So now see this. Now 5 things all creators need to know in 2023. 7 tools that make content creation faster and easier. So see this, it's like very specific. You just need 7 tools and you will be able to create faster and easier. Okay, so it's like a hook, because I know that if I'm going to watch this content, I'm going to able to create my content much faster and much easier way. So it cannot be something how you can make your content. If you will put that versus something 7 tools or 5 tools that makes content creation faster and easier. So I hope everyone is understanding what's the difference. See this, another how to become a content creator. So no, I won't want to click on it. 10 smart hacks for creating content. So again, this is a catchy hook. See this, 10 smart hacks, like I'm going to learn. So even if I know content creation, I'm going to learn some 10 smart hacks. So I will want to watch this video. So you got to create hooks like this. Okay, you can take some inspiration from YouTube. Okay, and you need to create hooks for something like this. See, 9 tips for content creation in 2022. So it can be 9 tips for content creation in 2023. So you need to have clear, create hooks like this. Are we all clear? Dr. Nalini, have you understood what is hooks now? Okay. So everyone has written their goals, right? Now let's move to the next thing. Okay, most people believe that, okay, it's a belief that you need to get more likes for your post. That's when you will be able to grow on Instagram. So your Poonam had mentioned that she wants to reach to more people. Okay, so your goal on Instagram has to be, if you want to reach to more people, your goal has to be how to get more saves and shares for your post. Okay, only when a lot of people are saving your post and sharing your post, that's when, so any platform, it could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, they are going to view your content as a valuable content. Okay, we only share those kind of content which are valuable. We don't share the content which are not valuable, right? It can be either fun, entertaining, or it is like valuable. That's when we share the content. So whenever you're creating content, you need to have this clarity. Okay, what is the kind of content that my prospect would want to see? Okay, so that when they see that content, they will save my content or share my content. So that is another question that you need to ask. I want each one of you to write this down. Okay, write this down, that what is the kind of content that I need to create so that my prospects saves it or shares it with the others. Now, if I had to give you my example, okay. Say, for example, for content creation, right now I'm teaching you what is the content, type of content that you should be creating. So if I'm creating a post like this, 3 best content strategy that works for businesses in 2023, okay, or 3 content strategy that generates 10 lakhs of revenue every single month for me. So if there is a post like this, that's when, and in which I have posted something which is very valuable, okay, then a person would save it, okay. But if it is going to be just generic thing, then people will not be saving it. So you have to be like, what is the goal of your prospects? Now for everything, guys, you need to understand, thoroughly that what are the challenges of your prospects, okay. So say for example, when it comes to content creation, a challenge for my prospect is going to be tools that is required. So if I'm creating content like 3 tools to make your content creation process easier, and these tools are absolutely free. So if I'm creating a post like this, don't you think you would save this post? Type save in the chat box if you agree that if I have created a post wherein I'm saying 3 content creation tools that will make your content creation journey easier and faster, and these tools are absolutely free. So don't you think you will save this? Type save in the chat box if you are someone who would save this kind of post. And then another post which works, okay, is like do's and don'ts. So when you are like doing some comparison, okay, so say for example, in like if you say weight loss, okay, so if there is a comparison made, like if you want to lose 5 kgs in next 6 months, okay, what is it that you want to concentrate on? Like fitness, like exercise versus diet. So you're doing a comparison, like for to losing weight, which one is a better? Okay, so something which is like, there is always a contradiction. Some people would say that, okay, exercise is important. Unless you exercise, you cannot lose weight. There are some people who would say that diet is important to lose weight. So you need to create a post like this, which is like comparison post. Okay. So I could create something like, if you had to grow your audience, so Facebook versus Instagram, which platform is better to reach to more businesses? Which platform is better for lead generation? Okay. Wherein I'm doing comparison between Facebook and LinkedIn, or 2 platforms that I'm doing. So people would be interested. Oh, okay. If I start posting on Facebook, this is going to happen. If I start posting on LinkedIn, this is going to happen. So people want to see this kind of comparison. Are we all understanding, guys? So you need to have a clarity. If you are just going to be creating generic content, okay, which every person is doing, then you cannot stand out. Okay, you need to create content which is going to help your audience. You need to put yourself in your prospect shoes. So now I know, if Dr. Nalini has to post content, her challenge would be, what tools should I be using, which platform should be I focusing. Okay, so if I create a post like this, answer these 3 questions, and you will know exactly which is the right content platform for you, okay, or which is the right platform for you to generate leads. Answer these 3 questions, and you will exactly know which is the best platform for you to generate leads. So you need to solve the problems of your prospects. That's when you will get that attention. People will start trusting you. And to do that, you need to do enough research about the problems of your prospects. You need to speak to them. So it's not always that you need to go online and do research, but you can speak to them, or if you're lazy like me, you can use ChatGPT. So how many of you were there for the weekend session wherein I had shown you guys how you can understand the pain points, struggles, challenges of your prospects? Anyone here who was there for the weekend session? No, okay. All right. So in the during the weekend session, I had shown exactly how you can do the research for your prospects and understand their problems, and we had used the AI tool for it. Okay. So next comes something very important. So aim for shares and save. So write this down, guys. If you want to grow on Instagram, it's your aim. Your goal has to be how you can get maximum shares and saves for your post. Now, okay. Now it has to be a win-win situation. Okay. If you want to grow on Instagram, Instagram will help you to grow only when Instagram is going to get some benefit out of it. Okay. Only then it is going to show your post to many people. So how many of you want to know what is the secret behind how you can reach out to more people? How your post can be visible to more and more people. Okay. So every platform, okay, every platform, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, what they want is they want any visitor who is on their platform has to spend maximum time. Okay. So any visitor who watches your content last, okay, and just exits, okay, that's when that platform is going to view as you as like someone who's not good at content creation. Okay. And they will not show your content to more people. But when a person sees your post or your reel or any kind of content, no matter, like even if they don't like it, see, if they're able to share and save, then it's like super valuable. Okay. That's when you will be growing. But at least if you need to ensure that you need to create a content wherein after watching your content, they need to watch another piece of content. They do not directly leave the platform. Okay. That has to be your goal. So if you are going to be like always important, you give a call to action. Okay. Your content has to be catchy. Now there is a science behind how to make a catchy content. Okay. How to ensure that your prospect watches your content till the end. That is something, there is a science behind it. So we will cover that in one of the sessions in the coming days. But right now, just understand this, that you need to ensure that your prospect watches your content till the end. So if you're creating hooks like this, wherein 3 ways you can lose 2 kgs in next 7 days. Okay. 3 detox drinks, which you can make it under 10 minutes. Okay. So wherein you're creating content like this, person will want to watch your content and they will watch till the end, because if you're showing them what are the ingredients required or what are the 3 drinks, how they can make it easily. Okay. 3 detox drinks wherein the ingredients are available in your kitchen. Something like this, wherein, okay, person wants to know what is it and how can I detox my body. So you need to create content like this. That's when your prospects will watch your content till the end. Now, how many of you want to understand more how you can create a content which people would want to share? How you can create content wherein you want your prospects to share content. So for this, guys, understand this. Okay. Now, how many of you here share Facebook post, like whenever you get content on Facebook, you share it with your friends, you share it with your family members. How many of you share content, like at least the Facebook post, not if Instagram or Facebook post, but at least WhatsApp and Facebook post you guys must be sharing, right? Okay. Now, what you need to do is you just need to understand what is the kind of content that you are sharing. Now, to understand this, it varies from different age group to age group. Okay. So say for example, my mom, I have seen her mobile. So I actually see her mobile. Okay. Because I have my prospects who are in different age group. So what I've seen her is whenever she is sharing with her friends, she is sharing about, how to stay healthy, like yoga tips, okay? Or she is sharing about some recipes, okay? That is the kind of some secret kitchen hacks. She's a housewife and she would share stuff like this. When it comes to my father, what I have noticed is that my father posts matlab shares about politics and stuff like stocks. He's interested in stocks, so he will share something about business, shares, politics. He would share those kind of posts. So guys, you need to understand, okay, say who are my prospects and what is the kind of content that they would want to share. So if my prospects are housewives, so I know that they would want to share about, how to be fit, how to keep their family fit, okay? So those kind of tips that they would be wanting to share. If it is like men, what are their interest and what are the kind of posts that they would share. So you need to create content always with that focus, okay? Now a lot of people make this mistake wherein they also create one type of content wherein they are just posting about 5 tips, 3 ways, okay, just like informational content. So that is again a complete no strategy, okay? So what happens is when you're just sharing tips, strategies, hacks, so person is going to see you as an informational resource, okay? But if your motive, if your goal is to build a deeper connection, if you want your prospect to transact with you, okay, it has to be an overall person, okay? So you would want to know, okay, she's not just sharing the 3 tips, 3 hacks, but she's also talking about the challenges, like mistakes I could be doing, okay, mistakes I could be doing in my business. She's also sharing about what if you do this, okay? So like what are the outcomes, what are the possible outcomes if I am doing this? So it need not be always hacks, tips. It has to be mix of content wherein you are sharing some educational content, something which is about your story, okay, something which is inspirational as well, okay, wherein you are motivating your prospects, okay? So say for example, I know my prospects are struggling with generating leads for their business, consistent leads for their business. Okay. So, wherein they have months wherein they are making 2 lakhs, and then there are months wherein they are not even making 30,000. Okay. So, they are facing with the struggle of inconsistency. And this is a common challenge that I have seen. Okay. So, make a content which is relatable to your prospects. So you have to create a content saying that I know that you are struggling with this problem, and even I had this challenge. So this was actually my challenge when I started my business. Even I faced this challenge. So this is what I did. So you need to create a content wherein a person is going to resonate with you. So not always in the form of hacks, secrets, but you can also share the same information in the form of story. And when you are sharing the content in the form of story, that's when your prospects are going to connect with you on a deeper level. Are we all clear so far? Now, I want to know how many of you post stories. You have this feature called as stories. So how many of you post content on stories? Anyone here? Okay. So stories, like I'll tell you what is the difference. So this is again a common question, like what to post in stories and what to post in feed. Okay. Feed is like your normal post. So I'll just show you guys. So this is my Instagram. So whatever where you share your post, where you share your reels, that is called as your feed. And then there is a story feature. So story feature is like where you have your profile picture. When you click on that and you get an option plus and you can add your stories to it. So, okay. So if I go to my profile, okay. So So guys, this are the or this is the feed. Okay, whatever you see here, this is called as the feed. So now when you see my post from sufferer to surfer, so I've shared a story here. Okay, what has been my past and what is it now? Okay, then I have shared like 3 common problems of coaches plus how to solve them. Okay, so a post like this, wherein in one glance they are getting all the information, they will want to save this kind of post. Okay, now you will not need ChatGPT if you use this. So people who are using ChatGPT but do not want to pay for ChatGPT 4, they will want to know about this tool and they will save it because I've shown them how to use it as well. So they will save this kind of post. So you need to create content. It has to be a mix of it. See again this, steal my ChatGPT prompt to create your next Facebook ad. So I've given them a prompt that they can use it for their Facebook ads. So post like this, people will want to save it. Okay. So your goal has to be wherein you are creating content wherein people are saving your post. Now, story is something when you go on. So, okay. So this is here when if I click here, okay, whatever I get to see, that is called as story. Now, a lot of people have this question. So what you see here, this is called as story. Okay. So now a lot of people struggle, like what is the content that they need to create for their stories and what is the content that they need to create for their feed. Okay. So whenever it comes to creating content for your feed, it has to be like always related to your niche. Okay. But when you are creating content for your stories, it can be just casual way, like how do you spend your day? How, like if you went to a new place, you can, it has to be overall about you. Okay, you as a person. Okay, so here, say for example, I have options of 2 physiotherapists, okay? And one of them is Poonam and one of them is Dr. Nalini, okay? Both of you, I'm just taking it for example. Both of you are physiotherapists and wherein I am seeing more stories of Dr. Nalini, wherein she is showing me like what is her day like, okay? What is her day like? how she is dealing with her patients. So if I'm going to get the glimpse of it in the stories, what is it that I'm going to connect to Dr. Nalini much better, because even without speaking to her, I really know like what she is doing, like how her day looks like, okay, what she likes, what she doesn't like. So if you know, like a lot of people, see, it's like same like with this actors. So they would have never met that actor, but they would know everything about that actor, what that actor likes, what that actor dislikes, where that actor was last night. Okay, people who are movie freaks, they do this kind of research and they know, they are like on top of news. Okay, so wherein your followers, okay, once they start getting value from you, that's when they will want to know more about you, and all of those things you can put it in your story. So this is not going to be time consuming, wherein anything that you're doing, something special that you're creating, how does your morning routine look like, how does your day look like, how did you spend your weekend, so you could post something like this. You can also ask questions to them. Okay, so say for example, top 3 things what I do when I get up. Okay, so I say like first is I freshen up, second is I go for a morning walk, and can you guess what is the third thing? So when you start posting like this, wherein you are expecting your prospects to start engaging with you, they are going to start responding to you. So they are, it's as good as you are speaking to them through your stories. Okay, you are not actually physically speaking to them, but it's a conversation that you are having in the form of stories. But this kind of content you cannot put it on your feed, because your feed, it's always going to be there, but stories, it's just going to be there for 24 hours. So whenever you want to build a connection, stories is one of the best tools that you could use, wherein you can talk about what are your values, what are your goals, what are the challenges that you're facing right now. Okay, so you got to be really vulnerable. You need to share, okay, I had a bad day yesterday. I've seen influencers sharing about, if they had an injury, whatever they are going through, it's being traumatic for them. See, because not everyone is perfect. Okay, we, all of us has our own challenges, okay, that we are facing. So when we see a person who is also facing a challenge, okay, who is also facing a similar problem, that's when we resonate much better. And then you feel like you, it's also inspiring for you that, okay, if this person is able to do, so can I. Okay, so in a way you are inspiring your prospects, you're inspiring your followers. So guys, what I would say is stories is a very powerful platform. You can also use it for lead generation. You can start taking polls as well, wherein you can ask your prospects that what are the challenges that you are facing when it comes to XYZ. Okay, you could also, like, I've seen people asking that I'm planning to change the a color for my feed, which one is better, X or Y? Okay, they are asking all strange questions, but that's okay, because it's like silly. People are going to be connecting. Okay, she is treating me like a friend, she is asking me for an information. Okay, which dress should I wear, X or Y? I see people asking those kind of questions. Okay, I have a webinar tomorrow. What do you think, what should be my topic for the webinar? Okay, so it depends. Like, you can be as you are, you just need to be authentic. Okay, don't try to copy someone, be just what you are, and people are going to love you for what you are, and that's when they are going to connect with you and trust you more. So guys, we are also going to do a session on this weekend, so which is going to be on Saturday and Sunday. The topic for the sessions is going to be about ChatGPT, AI tools, and lead generation. So I would like to know from each one of you that what is the time, like what is the most convenient time for you on Saturdays and Sundays? When would you want to attend the session? So if you could go in the chat box and let me know the timing that you would want to attend the session at. Poonam, be specific. Afternoon, like if you could mention the time, it's going to be 2.5 hours session. So 1 to 3, 3 to 5. Just if you could be more specific, it would help. After lunch, 2 to 5. Okay. So guys, I want each one of you to just go quickly in the chat box and respond on this. Um, I have just got one response from Poonam. Guys, if the others could also go in the chat box and respond to me. And I would also want to know Diptanshu, iPhone. I don't know who's there with iPhone name. If you could go and respond, it would help. And I want to know, Jai, if you could go and the chat box and let me know what's the convenient time for you guys. And guys, I hope this was a valuable session for you guys and you have learned something new today. So I would like each one of you to make a note of the goal, your goal for creating content on social media. And second thing is, what are the different kind of stories that you would be posting on Instagram? So plan out a strategy like, okay, these are the some things you can post about your routine, like morning routine. You can talk about how does your day go. You can talk about the challenges that you are facing in your business. Okay. So not something very personal, private. Okay. But which you don't mind sharing it with your friends. So the more vulnerable you are in front of your prospects, in front of your audience, that's when they are going to relate to you more. Okay. So don't think that, oh, how am I going to appear in their eyes if I'm talking about my bad days or about my challenges. But we know that everyone faces challenges, but the person who overcomes challenges, we look upon them as a winner. Okay. So that's going to be showing you as a hero in front of your followers. So you can plan something like this and plan your story strategy accordingly. So I hope guys you got value from this session, and that's it for this session. We would be conducting more sessions in the coming week. So we have a 2-day event on Saturday and Sunday. We would be announcing about this in the WhatsApp group. So stay tuned, check your messages, and have a lovely week ahead. So good night, guys. Enjoy your time with your family. Bye, guys. Yeah, bye.